Okay, it's 7 o'clock. David is taking a phone call. He will join us when he becomes available. So let's go ahead and do a roll call and declaration of war, please.
Mr. Lau.
Present.
Mr. Griffin.
Present.
Mr. Tillman. Dr. Matusi.
Here.
And Mrs. Charmison. Here.
Okay, public comments regarding the agenda items. Don't believe we had anyone sign up for our speaker list this evening at the last time.
No one.
No one.
See that on the agenda?
No. Anyone, other comments, speakers, anyone contact you? Nobody has contacted myself. So we will move on to the consent agenda, item 3. Does anybody want to pull any of the particular items out for further discussion?
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
Second?
Mr. Lau.
Aye.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Dr. Matusi.
Yes.
Mrs. Charmison. Yes.
Regular business, discussion and possible board action regarding the following board policies: a Family Medical Leave Act, or Family Medical Leave, maternity and armed schools employees.
So 2 of these are updated in legislation this year. The Family Medical Leave Act offering an employee where they can take unpaid medical leave, and there's a list of reasons as listed, not just because they want to. It has to be one of the qualifying exemptions in that policy is required by law. And then also one that went in is the maternity leave where they get 6 weeks paid vacation. So those 2 new that we need to put in, didn't affect any of our other leave that we have. The armed school employees, this is a discretion policy that when we put this in, we just took it from Garber, Locust Grove, some other schools had it, and it was that they had to meet the training requirements 3 times a year. And I talked to Aaron about that, and to me it just kind of made sense to do it twice a year, once at the beginning of each semester, and do it that way. Aaron said twice is plenty, so I'm just asking the board to modify that one from 3 times a year to 2.
Any questions? I make a motion to approve the following board policies: family medical leave, maternity, and armed school employees.
Second.
Mr. Lau.
Aye.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Dr. Matusi.
Yes.
Mrs. Charmison. Yes.
Agenda item 4.2, discussion and possible board action regarding the transfer of $4,000 from the sinking fund 41 to the bond fund 34 due to a payment made in fiscal year 23 out of the incorrect account. So this is just cleaning
Just a clerical error. I don't mean to point the finger because she does, but just a clerical error. You thought you could take it out of the one fund, and we can't. Auditor said, hey, just reverse it. No problem, board action, and it's all good.
As long as there's money in that other account.
There's money in the other account, yes. It's kind of like general fund and building fund. It just didn't qualify to be spent out of it, is all it was.
Move to approve 4.2. Second.
Explain the answer better.
Let the record show.
Not at all.
Mr.
Not at
Lau.
all.
Mr. Lau.
Aye.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Dr. Matusi.
Because about
Yes.
10 times a
Mrs.
meeting she
Charmison.
could do this.
Yeah.
Item 4.3, discussion and possible board action regarding architectural plans and bid specs on the transportation building to be sent out for competitive bid.
So I got the attachment that I emailed you. I got that late Friday, and I put that on the board agenda. There are the new plans. There wasn't anything structurally or design-wise that changed. This last month, it was little things like originally we had talked about a nice hand washing deal where you could walk up and put your foot on it, those half circles. And that was like $3,000, where he said, or do you want just the tub? I said, we just take the tub. So just little things like that is all that we finalized. They are going to have to cut into that wall, I think, a little bit on that west side, put an access road around. So there'd be a little bit more dirt work than what originally I think they thought of, but not a lot. It'd just be a gravel road. So I did put the publication notice that they would send out if this is approved tonight. Has the bid opening on the 7th, is that correct?
And what's the timeline
Yes.
for the construction, you think?
Timeline, it'll take about, once this bids come in, you're looking at probably another 3 months before they get started. And then after that, you know, on the type of building, I don't know.
So it'll be late spring.
It should be hopefully late spring, first of summer. Nice thing about it being where it is, we're not gonna have to relocate or, you know, alter any schedules whatsoever.
It won't take the building out of use. I mean, they'll still be able to put the
Yeah,
fencing in.
yeah, they'll still be able to completely use the east side.
So why are none of our buses there right now?
They were locked this morning.
Well, they were,
Their
they
buses
were all
there.
over at the football field yesterday, over the weekend.
They were locked in last night, he couldn't get to them, so we had to use our spare buses.
I don't know, maybe it's spare buses, but there
It's-
were
it's more of
about
our-
8
it's more of our
buses
spare
at the football
buses
field
here.
yesterday.
Because this morning, due to electricity, they had electricity in that building, so we couldn't get a bus out, so they had to use these, so.
Yeah, but I'm saying Saturday and Sunday. I thought it was odd that every space over by the football field was being used by a bus.
Hmm.
Not part of this bid, this motion anyway.
So that, I would recommend to the board approving architectural plans, the bid spec book. If you can't sleep at night, having down trouble, you're welcome to take that home with you. It'll help get you there.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Lau.
Aye.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Dr. Matusek.
Yes.
Mrs. Charles. Yes.
New business.
No new business.
Item 6, superintendent reports.
Facilities, I know Meet the Eagles, some many of you probably saw the football canopy be used for pregame dinners. So, I mean, I think that looks really nice. They'll end up coming back, finishing the baseball canopy, and then also the extension on that north side for the softball field. That's about all that they have left to do for all the little projects. I did get hit up about one more shade structure for the playground, so we'll get another shade structure out there for that. And then
For elementary playground?
There's 2, and one group didn't get one, and so now they need one, so.
Did we, I think we've had either public or private conversations about like all-weather picnic tables underneath the football canopy, or are we just leaving it as is and people, where are people supposed to be eating and whatnot?
So I haven't purchased anything right now. Is that something that you guys wanted me to get?
Like I said, maybe it was just conversations
What,
elsewhere.
have booster clubs hit you up as far as what they plan to do when they're doing a pregame meal or, you know, those organizations?
Not directly, they may have asked Randy or something.
Well, like with the
that.
serving tables and dining tables and things like that, I'm
I would
saying
expect-
something that would be much more, you know, that would be out there, be all weather forever, you know, some of the plastic coated steel.
They need to be
tables
all
and stuff.
weather because nobody will ever clean them.
Yeah, and they need to be heavy and, you know, I don't know. I need to look at those kind of things and maybe go through this football season and see what is the need, you know, when people do their fundraising dinners, pregame meals out there. And see what kind of feedback we get
Has it
there.
got power out there?
They did put one out, yeah. Say that, I better hold off on that. If not, we need to.
I didn't see power, but there's power at the concession.
That's what it
stand
is,
right
there's
there.
fire at the concession stand, if there's enough run that we can get to it, that's what it is. They started the demo of the fence they're gonna put around the early childhood center, started that. We did have one tree that fell into existing fence, so we'll have to replace that. And it's like $6,800 to replace the fence, and we have a $2,500 property deductible, so it's like, do you do the claim and risk your rates going up that much higher? So we're just gonna see if there's any other claims, you know, over the next couple of days, and if the number gets up there, other than that, probably not gonna actually file it just for that difference, so talk to the agent, see what he thinks. I think I sent you an email on the daycare doors. We have 2 doors. The north and the south door both open to the inside, and by code, they can't do that. They have to be, the kids have to be able to hit panic bars and open it outside. So because we've got that order being corrected, then we're good. Brandon's, Chief Scott said that's okay to do that.
And then are we gonna have to fence around that?
No.
Since a kid can exit the door,
No.
no. Wander on down the street? No, okay, all right. No additional
You
fencing
don't
there.
think so?
We're always building new fence for something.
It's now on the ideas.
I'm not giving them ideas, I'm trying to be preemptive.
As of now, no. So, and then I think that's about everything that we've got. And once we get that transportation budget in line, then we can go back and revisit that parking by the ditch. Kind of see it, yeah. And then you got their pile over here. All the dirt and the metal that's left, that's from a project that the city's doing. They don't have much more time, and they're gonna get everything hauled off or leveled off once they're done with that.
Looks really good.
Corner looks nice.
Yeah, it all looks good.
Yeah, I thought F5 did a good job on both sides.
And when will we talk about the parking at the tennis courts?
I was gonna wait till after we get the budget on this, if we decide to approve the bids next month. And that way we'll know where we're at exactly.
Any questions from Mr. Schoenberger on facilities? Seeing none, I'll move on to 6.2, resignations, unless you had more.
No, accepted the resignations of Keith Fletcher, Shelby Black, Randy Simpson, Erica Brizuela, Paul Rout as assistant football coach, and Chris Rapp as assistant football coach. He's still gonna help a little bit, he just can't be there all the time, and didn't want the stipend.
Item 7, personnel.
So,
Discussion and possible board action regarding the employment of the following certified staff on a temporary contract and support staff for the 2023-2024 school year. Certified teachers, high school science, high school math, 1 elementary, and then support would be 2 ELLAs, 1 paraprofessional, and 1 bus driver.
I would recommend to the board to employ the following certified teachers. Bert Greitz, high school science, Carol Keaton, high school math, and Joyce Holder as the elementary teacher. And for the support positions, Perla Olivas and Emily Fernandez as the ELL aides, Catherine Reeves as the paraprofessional, and Tyler Baxter as a bus driver.
Move to hire.
I'll second.
Mr. Lau.
Aye.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Dr. Matusek.
Yes.
Mrs. Charmison. Yes.
Item 7.2, discussion and possible board action regarding the following changes to the extra duty assignments.
So some of these amounts, or I think all of the amounts have been prior approved. It was just here at the end getting people into those positions. Chelsea, with agreement when she started back in June of what was in summer and what was as far as regular, we just didn't vote on it. So that's the reason that this is coming back to you. The amounts, there is one correction on that under Hugo Rodriguez as the summer basketball. What was approved on that extra duty list for both boys and girls is $1,500, and it was just a typo that it's $1,000, so that needs to be corrected that it is for $1,500, and that all the other amounts are correct.
So that 1,500 is for both
Lisa
summer, and no, I'm saying under Hugo, because it's listed high school boys basketball, summer basketball, $1,500.
So-
Or is it 15 for each
So
summer?
assistant high school boys basketball should be whatever that amount is,
Yeah.
1,500. That was just omitted. But once again, we've already voted on it, so technically these amounts didn't necessarily have to be there. So he will get 1,500 as the junior high head boys basketball. He will get 1,500 as the assistant high school boys basketball, and then he will get 1,500 for the summer basketball.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
For clarification.
And everything else is correct, isn't it? I think so, yeah. And I would like to mention too, with the loss of 2 football assistant coaches here at the last minute before we got the agenda posted, Hugo, or after we got it posted, Hugo has agreed to also be junior high, high school, and junior high and high school football assistant. So he will be helping us in those capacities. So next month, that will be on the agenda. But he started already.
So Mr. Rout just wanted to move from football to wrestling? Comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the listed changes to the extra duty assignments.
Second. Mr. Lau?
Aye.
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Dr. Matusek?
Yes.
Mrs. Charmison? Yes.
Agenda item, the one you've all been waiting for, number 8, adjourn.
Might be a short-
Motion to.
Motion 2, second.
Who made the motion?
Patrick.
I thought he was doing it.
They just adjourned.
Give your time to vote.
Vote to adjourn.
Mr. Lau?
The best time to arrive.
Forget my tardiness.
Yes.
Dr. Matusek?
Yes.
Mrs. Charmison? Yes.